Microphone's on. I'm loud enough usually, I don't need a mic, but the people that are live streaming this would probably appreciate it. Good afternoon. My name's Ben Holly, and I've had the pleasure of being the initial training captain in the training division for about the last 3 years. And a huge portion of what I do on a daily basis is kind of oversee, really stay out of the way of what goes on what has been going on for your loved ones over the last roughly 24 weeks. So welcome everyone to this fantastic occasion. We're very excited to have all of you here, and if you would please rise as we welcome the class 62. Now, Engineer Monique Broussard, one of our department chaplains, will lead those who wish to participate in the invocation.
Let us pray. Lord God, we all gather here today to celebrate the achievement of Recruit Class 62. We are joyful for the advancement of the careers for this class, and we ask that you guard their hearts and minds as they prepare to do your work. We pray that the training that they have received better equips them to serve those whom we are called to serve. I ask that you please guide these firefighters as they chart new beginnings and serve the people of Cobb County. As they enter into the fire stations, please watch over them and their crews, because we know Isaiah chapter 43 verse 2 tells us, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze." We believe and receive that you will cover us and keep us safe. Lastly, please also watch over and keep their families safe as they are away for 24 hours. It is in the precious name of Jesus we all say, amen. Please remain standing for the presentation of national colors and national anthem. Sorry. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now our lovely Miss Brittany Rasmussen will sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed? Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. You may be seated. Well, good afternoon again. Y'all do me a favor and join me in welcoming Class 62. So our communications have a tradition of doing this for all of our recruit classes, but we put together a brief video just to kind of show you. Of course, this has kind of been a legacy class. We have a lot of family members that are either current Cobb Fire or former Cobb Fire that have loved ones that are in the class. So thank you to all of y'all for pushing your loved ones to us. We greatly appreciate it. So you know what this video is about, but for those of y'all that don't have any firsthand experience with exactly what it is that your loved ones have been doing over the last several months, we put together a short little video to just kind of show you.
guess. At least it worked this time, right? Last time we were here, it got jammed and we had to get somebody over here. But good afternoon, everybody. My name is Bill Johnson. I have the honor and privilege of serving as the fire chief in Cobb County. And so I'm just going to spend, well, it'll be several minutes. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to spend a little bit in front of you talking about the organization, talk to the family, and then talk to the recruits, and give a chance for a couple of speakers to come up. But I just want to say thank you for taking time out of your day today to come here, because this is a great time for us in Cobb Fire. To have a graduating class, to get across the finish line. I had an opportunity to speak to them a couple of times before the ceremony, and we're extremely proud of this group, just like I hope you are. And so for you to take time out of your day to come to celebrate with your family, friend, loved one, whoever they may be to you, we want to say thank you for being here. And so I want to start by recognizing a couple of people that are here. But before I do it, I just want to kind of tell you a little bit about Cobb Fire, a couple of things that we've done over the years to highlight some accomplishments in our young, just over 50-year history. In 1971, we became a consolidated county fire department. But I'll tell you, in that short time frame, we've really made a mark in the fire service that I would say across this country and even goes internationally. We have members of our organization who go across this country on a very regular basis to different conferences or different organizations to teach the firefighting principles and industry best practices to other members of other organizations. And I'll tell you the two things that I want to highlight today are, number one, we're an ISO 1 rated organization. ISO is a rating of 1 to 10, and I'm not going to go into great detail to bore you. ISO 1 being the highest rating you can get. We're also an accredited organization, and I'm just speaking personally for myself. Being an accredited organization, I'm very, very proud of, actually more proud of than being an ISO 1, because I've had the opportunity to go through 2 accrediting processes. And I tell you, basically all that means is we're having a performance appraisal done on the organization by people across the country who come into Cobb Fire to make sure, number one, we're doing what we say we do, but we're also implementing industry best practices. And I'm telling you, it's grueling. It is grueling. But at the end of the day, it lets us have confidence in knowing that we're doing the best we can for the citizens and visitors of Cobb County. And I'm just going to throw out a couple of numbers and I'll move on. According to the NFPA, there are over 29,000 fire departments in the country. Of those 29,000 fire departments, only 117 have an ISO rating of 1 and are accredited. That's pretty impressive. And I say that humbly because it's not because of me, and I'll say it again in a little bit, it's the people who came before us. But ladies and gentlemen, that tells you a little bit about the dedication of this organization that your friends and family members have come to work. We take it very seriously, the job that we do on a daily basis. And I say all of that to say this: we couldn't be the organization we are if we didn't have the support from the policymakers in Cobb County that we call the Board of Commissioners. Our Board of Commissioners has gone far above and beyond over the years to make it known that public safety is their number one priority. And they've shown it time and time again through different actions that they have voted on. And so Commissioner Burrell is here representing the board today, and I want to tell you thank you on behalf of myself, the command staff, and every member of our organization for your support. And I'm going to go off script just a little bit and say this, that Commissioner Burrell, I've been in the office, either in one of a couple positions, for probably the last 8+ years. I'm not aware of one function that we've had in public safety that she did not make sure she was there to show her support. So thank you very much. We sure do appreciate you. So at this time, I'm going to turn the mic over to her to give her time to say a few words and welcome you all.
I do always try to show my support to public safety, #1 priority. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Joanne Burrell, your District 3 Cobb County Commissioner. And I just really want to say thank you to Recruit Class 62 for your dedication, your commitment, and your endurance through the training to get you here today, and welcome you to the Cobb County family. My door is always open if you ever need anything. And I'd also like to thank the families of these fine men and women that have loaned them to us, and the sacrifices you make as well as they do to be a firefighter in Cobb. So we are the best, so you can expect the best from Cobb. But you're near and dear to my heart. I pray for you all every day. So if you ever need anything, my door is always open. God bless you.
Our county manager, Dr. Jackie McMorris, was scheduled to be here today. She sends her best, but unfortunately, she tested positive for a little thing called COVID yesterday, so she couldn't be here. So our next speaker is our Director of Public Safety, Mike Register.
Thanks, Chief, and hey, welcome to everyone that's here today to help us congratulate a very proud moment. What an achievement. I had a couple of minutes to spend with them before they marched in. I was actually telling them a pretty good joke about a fire bear and a police bear. I'm not going to go into that now. They can tell their family. It's pretty funny. And if you don't think it's funny, you got no sense of humor. But, man, I am very honored to be here today because, you know, each and every one of the graduates, they did it because they wanted to do it. They volunteered. And as I told them, if there is any occupation throughout this country where you have the ability to impact your community and the world around you on a daily basis, it's in public safety. And they also do it because of who they are. We find it harder and harder to fill our vacancies. And it's not just because of the money. It's because of a lot of influence and factors, you know, from the world that we live in. We find that not a lot of young people find that they want to go into a service-oriented career. But thank God we still have people, young people, that want to serve their community. They want to give selfless service. They have the character and the integrity to come and uphold the values of Cobb County and to be great ambassadors for Cobb County. You know, I came to Cobb in December of 1986. And when I look at where the county was at then and where the county is at now, man, what a transformation. You know, I've left the county for other positions here and there, but I always come back, and what a great county we live in. And what a great job our men and women of public safety do. I had an opportunity a few months ago to go to an award ceremony. And during that award ceremony, they were giving some awards to our Cobb County firefighters. And they had video of just the extraordinary feats of heroism that was being exhibited. You know, I was on the SWAT team for a number of years and entered a number of rooms, but I can't remember a room that I have entered that was totally engulfed in flames and in fire. And so as I was sitting there, I was thinking about the courage that it takes to be in public safety on the days that you have to run to danger when other people are running away from it. You know, I also remember, you know, back in the late 90s, I was the assistant academy director for the police side. And I think, Chief, they had this ladder extended, and it's like 100 feet, and you were having the candidates climb that ladder. Well, I thought, hey, I'll go climb that ladder. I made it about halfway up. I came back down. Some thought it was fear, but I just thought I made a great decision, right? But hey, welcome to the family of Cobb County. We value you, we appreciate you, and thank you for what you have done already and what you're going to do. What a great department you're coming to work at, and I hope that one of you over there, one day, I'll live long enough to be sitting out there, and one of you will be the chief that they call up to say a few words. Everyone, have a great rest of your week. Thank you.
All right, this is the time where I get to say a bunch of thank yous, so just please bear with me. So I want to start by introducing some of the command staff that works in the office with us every day. Over here to my left are our deputy chiefs, Deputy Chief Kevin Gross, Carl Crumley, and Mike Schutz. And then over here on the back row, I'm not ignoring the front row, but I'm going to give the training division the opportunity to talk about the training staff that's sitting up here. But on the back row, we have some chiefs from the office, Chief David George, Joseph Bryant, Nick Adams, Justin Green, Adam Story, and Josh Taylor. So these are the people behind me, see, they're the ones who pretty much run the day-to-day operations of the fire department. In the back, we have members of the organization, some on duty and some off duty. Thank you all for being here to support this graduating class. And I've also had the opportunity, the honor, as I was walking around before this started, to see members of the organization who worked here previously and members of the organization who currently work here who've had an influence on some of these fire recruits that now work for Cobb Fire. So if that applies to you, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for the influence that you had on your loved one to be a part of this organization. It truly is an honor. And we say it's a family tradition. And as a matter of fact, I was told we have one member of the recruit class that he is a third generation Cobb County firefighter. That's pretty cool. So thank you all for that influence you have on your family. And I see some members from other fire departments that are here in support. Thank you all for being here. And so the training staff, I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, again, I'll let Captain Holly talk about this training staff, but the training that your family and friends have gone through, I want you to have confidence in knowing that it is the best of the best. We take it very serious that when they leave our academy and they go into the field, that they are absolutely 100% prepared to do the job of being a Cobb County firefighter. Internal Affairs is here. Thank you for being here. The Honor Guard, you did a great job. Battalion Chief Ian Martin on the bagpipes. Communications is streaming this. I'd like to thank Deputy Chief Ben Cohen from the Cobb County Police Department. Thank you for being here and showing your support. And also from DPS, we have Tiffany Booker and Courtney Hahn. Thank you all. And last but not least, the person who's probably done more work to get this prepared than anybody is Heather. Thank you for being here, Heather. Appreciate all your work. So that is awesome. If there's anybody from the county, I think I saw some fire investigation unit members up there. Thank y'all for being here. But if there's anybody that I forgot, I apologize. So here's my thank you that covers everybody else. So, all right, so I'm going to take a few minutes now to talk to the family, and then I'm going to talk to the recruit class. And family, I just want to talk about, you know, today, and when we were speaking to them earlier, we said, you know, today is all about you. You know, today is the day that we honor the work that you have done to get across this stage and you know, go across the finish line. But we also realize organizationally that it would not be possible if it weren't for you all sitting in the center here. I mean, I know you're spread out a little bit, but the family and friends. And so at this time, Recruit Class 62, I want you to give a hand to the family and friends who supported you through this entire recruit school. In our final interview, whether it's myself, Chief Gross, or whoever, when we're going through the final interview and we have a list of questions, one question, and depending upon the candidate, we can adjust it the way we need to. But there's one question that we always ask, and that question talks about coping skills and dealing with stressful situations. And there's a reason we ask that. We just want to hear how they deal with it, because this job will test your loved one like you can't imagine. The things that they will be exposed to, the trauma that they'll see, the devastation that they have the opportunity to see, collectively over time, can take a toll. And the reason I tell you this is because if you're not one of the families who's had an experience or a history in the fire service, your loved one may come home one day and they may not just seem themselves. They may seem a little bit off. That may be because they've witnessed or seen one of those traumatic events or had to deal with something that they just maybe weren't mentally prepared for. We tell them in that interview, we tell them during that question that you need to have good coping skills. You need to have someone you can talk to, someone who will listen, not someone who's going to solve all your issues, but someone who's willing to sit there and just let you talk. And you may be that person. So if you are, please understand, they may be asking for help through just talking. But outside of that, also know that we have people and systems in place that are here to help you and your loved one who is now part of the Cobb County Fire Department should they need it. We take the mental resiliency of our members very serious, and we're here to help, and we have the processes in place to do that should they need it. And lastly, I'm going to talk to the recruits just for a couple minutes so we can get on to the program. Again, congratulations. You know, we told you way back when we did our command staff introductions to you, that we look forward to the day that we get to see you walk across the stage and we get to shake your hand. And you've done that. You should be very proud of this accomplishment. Also think back to the day when we told you that the day you started with Cobb County Fire Department is the day that your captain's appointment process began. Continue to strive to be your best at all times. And remember, you control the destiny of your reputation, and if you work hard, like the director said, one of you may have the opportunity to be standing in my shoes one day, challenging a recruit class. Remember our values and cultural commitments and how they allow us to meet the mission of our organization. Understand that we are here to serve the community, and we need each of you to behold that. Understand that although the next call you run may seem minor or even irrelevant, but just understand too that it's very likely that the person you are helping may be going through the worst time of their lives, and they are expecting you to make their situation better. I encourage you to engage and interact with the community. You know, when you stop by the grocery store to pick up food for your supper that night, stop and say hello to someone. Help someone load their groceries in their car. Take a small child out to the fire truck and show them what it's like to sit in the back seat of a fire truck. You never know the impact you're going to have by just smiling at someone and saying hello. You have joined the best of the best. And I can tell you, after being part of this organization for almost 30 years, you have just accepted the best job in the world. Every day you come to work, you're going to have the possibility of changing someone's life. It is our jobs as firefighters to provide the level of service that the citizens and visitors of Cobb County have come to expect from us. Remember those that have come before us, and I talked about them a little bit ago. In every fire station in our department, we have a memorial wall, and it has a phrase on it that says, "These are the shoulders upon which we stand." They are the legacy of our great department. And I want to challenge each one of you to continue the long tradition of success that Cobb County has had for many years and continue to make this department better for those who come after you. And in closing, I want to say this. I want each of you to be reminded each shift when you go to work what the sign in the lobby of the training ground classroom says. And for those who can't remember, I'll give you a break. It says, through these doors pass the best firefighters in the world. This afternoon, you will no longer be a Cobb County Fire recruit. You will leave here a Cobb County firefighter, part of the greatest fire department in the world. Thank you all again. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you, Chief. I'd now like to take the opportunity just to introduce some of the training staff. And I would also like to echo Chief Johnson, thanking Cobb County Police Department for allowing us to use this beautiful facility. It is a really nice place to be able to hold a graduation and fit all these people in here. I also would like to pass along a huge thank you to Lindsay Sandoval and Kelly Helms for all of the last-minute uniform stuff. I know they're not here. Hopefully they're watching on the live stream, but I wouldn't be able to lay my head down at night and sleep if I didn't thank them for all the hard work that they've done. Our training division is split up into two somewhat equal divisions. Inside we have our initial training side, which handles all of the recruit school activities, and then we have our continuing education side, some of our members sitting down front. So just take a couple of minutes to go through. We had a little bit of a staffing change throughout Class 62's time with us, and the lieutenant that was the lead instructor for them has been reassigned to the field. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here with us today, but his name is Lieutenant Kurt Seufert. Sitting up here to my right is Lieutenant John Harbin and also Lieutenant Dan McGraw. We have numerous people. It really takes a tremendous number of people, staff members, to be able to pull off the amount of training that we do in the very short time frame that we have your family and loved ones. So I'm going to run through some names really quick. Our EMS training manager, Mr. Larry Cosby, Lieutenant Felicio McDowell, Engineer Jessica Cochran, Engineer Anna Wallstrom, Engineer Monique Broussard, who y'all met just a little while ago. Our two new EMS instructors, Mr. Lance Blythe and Ms. Rosemary Allen, and then our fitness coordinator, Mr. Jeff Poe. On our continuing education side, sitting down here in the front, we have Captain Josh Forrester. We also have Lieutenant Joe Thurman, Lieutenant Jamie Webb, Lieutenant Corey King, Engineer Will Hutchinson, Engineer Kent Lynn, Engineer Chris Shore. Chief mentioned Ms. Heather Burns, one of our administrative specialists who made all of this happen. We also have another administrative specialist, Ms. Christy Ellenberg, and then finally our training facilities technician, Mr. Keith Cooper. So as you can see, it takes a lot of people to make this happen, right? And if I look back in the back of the room, almost every single one of the faces that are up there right now had our SMEs, our subject matter experts from the field, that really can come in and deliver something very passionately to your recruits that they know everything about. And we really feel like that gives us the best opportunity to turn out wonderful recruits at the end of their programs. So Class 62 began on August 21st of 2023 with 27 hopeful and eager recruits. Today we are here to celebrate the successful completion and graduation of the 21 of them that remain. From day one, these recruits showed heart, camaraderie, and had lots and lots of questions. Lots and lots of questions. Sometimes too many. Week after week, we watched your loved ones grow and mature. We saw confidence gained, leadership traits emerge, and friendships develop that will last them a lifetime. They have fought through adversity, dealt with renovations to the training grounds, been juggled around classrooms, and tested more times than they can count. More times than we can count, too. It's a lot. But more importantly, they have learned. They have gained strength in both their minds and in their bodies. They have developed a love and a passion for the job that they will now leave us to go do. And they've laughed. That's always important. The bonds of recruit school are some of the hardest to break. 20 years from now, these graduates will still remember the laughs, the hardships, the stories, and hopefully some of the instructors that they've had over the last several months. We are all very excited to see the firefighters that they are all going to become throughout their careers. Class 62, I personally challenge you to always be your best, always win. As Captain Forrester always says, and probably said it to y'all, right? The day that you join the ranks of Cobb Fire, you won. Continue to win every day. Strive to make yourself better. Always be that shining light for the people you're called upon to help, and keep learning. Remain a student of this career and never let anyone outwork you. Class 62, it has been my pleasure getting to know each and every one of you. Thank you. All right, now for the moment we've all been waiting for. Class 62, it is time for the presentations of the helmets. When your name is called, please come forward. Y'all can go ahead and line up. It's like an NFL draft pick. Y'all can laugh. This is supposed to be a happy occasion. Bryson Allen. You can clap. Abdul Ariano. Justin Bias. William Kaler. Stephen Diaz Lace. Tucker Ferran. Colby Gibson. Andrew Hagebush. Andre Hall, Jr. Congrats, buddy. Davis Infanzen. There you go. Travis Jabbett. Harrison Cornegay. Dylan Valentino Marzano. Ryan Molen. Dustin Potter. Jessica Roberts. Grayson Sanders. Greg Scream. It's the best firefighting name ever. Aiden Satias. Dawson Tucker. Simon Velardes. Always. We pick on Velardes because his last name starts with a V and he's always last. He's last again. It's all in good fun, I promise. Designated guests, please rise. The fire department badge is rich in history, unique facts, and symbolism. A firefighter's badge is one of the most unique badges worn by public safety officials today. Its symbolism dates back for decades. It represents trust, bravery, sacrifice, and a commitment to respond to all types of emergencies and to render aid to those in need. Recruits, I charge you to wear your badge with pride, respect, integrity, commitment, and honor, and never commit any act that would bring shame or disgrace to it or the countless firefighters who have worn the badge before you. Designated guests, you may pin your recruit. Everybody get their pictures? 62, you can return to your seats, please. And now Mike Schutz, Deputy Chief of Response, will administer the oath and the swearing in of the recruits.
Congratulations, Class 62. We're almost there. This will be the last time that we refer to you as recruits. Recruits, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Hereby swear that I will support the Constitution and bylaws of the United States of America, the state of Georgia, and of Cobb County, Georgia. I further swear to perform the duties assigned to me as a firefighter to the best of my ability, and to uphold the rules and regulations of Cobb County Fire and Emergency Services. I will bear allegiance to my department, and I will perform no act bringing discredit upon its name. So help me God. Cobb County firefighters, you may be seated. Captain Ben Holly will now present class awards.
All right. So every time we have a recruit class, there's always certain things that stand out with certain recruits. One of the things we like to do is acknowledge those. I had to get my other set of notes. Too much paperwork. So throughout Recruit Academy, the recruits are observed and evaluated from not only the training staff, but also from the field personnel who come down to assist with training. The Recruit Academy staff then takes all of the observed performance and instructor feedback into consideration when choosing the awards for each graduating class. The first award this afternoon is for the highest academic average during the 14 weeks of fire training. The recruits faced numerous chapter tests, state tests, national tests, policy tests, practical evaluations. I told you there's a lot of tests. The recruit's seniority is based upon their academic average for their time in fire training. So this one comes with a little bragging rights. The recipient of the academic award during the 14 weeks of fire training is Bryson Allen. See, you can be smart and be a fireman too. The next award I would like to present is the highest academic average during the 10 weeks of EMT training. This rigid coursework is condensed into a very fast-paced, college-level style program. It required the recruits to study hard on nights and weekends, gave them the opportunity to practice the skills they learned in class on real patients during their third rides, and gave them firsthand experience of what real emergency scenes are like. To have the highest academic average in this program shows commitment and dedication to learning the material and mastering the skills needed to be an EMT. The recipient of the academic award during the 10 weeks of EMT training is William Kaler. So for those designated guests you saw, we kind of cheat a little bit, and we put magnets behind their shirts so that they stick, so that way you're not poking your loved one in the chest with the sharp part of the badge. His magnet must have came off. If this had been the beginning of recruit school, we'd have made him run for that, but it's not. We're done now, so. The Recruit Academy is a physically demanding program. The evolutions the recruits have had to master take physical strength, mental resiliency, and cardiovascular health. Our recruits have had to complete our PAT, or what we call our physical abilities test, on 5 different occasions throughout the Recruit Academy. The PAT is a validated test that replicates most of the physical tasks required during an actual working fire. The cutoff time for our PAT is 10 minutes and 30 seconds. But this very competitive group ended up with an overall class average of 5 minutes and 19 seconds. Yeah. The recruit who was selected for the fitness award was able to complete our PAT in 4 minutes and 19 seconds. He would always encourage and motivate his classmates, and he is a leader in health and wellness and embraces the benefits of regular exercise in ability, motivation, and attitude. The recipient of the Class 62 Fitness Award is Dawson Tucker. Yeah, it's moving. I did it in like 421 something. No, that was the date I did it on. Never mind. It was not. I did it on April 21st. The next award we'd like to give has very special significance. It's the Recruit Choice Award. It is significant because the recruits look within their own ranks and determine who they believe is the most outstanding recruit of their class. This recruit could be relied on to help get them through the difficult days of the academy, and the one who exemplified the camaraderie and sense of family that the fire service is known for. My understanding is that when the votes came in on this one, it was pretty much unanimous, so that speaks a lot. The recipient of the Class 62 Recruit Choice Award is Dylan Valentino Marzano. Y'all should hear it from up here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Doctor. The final award recipient was selected by the training staff as the most outstanding recruit of the class. We recognize this recruit for outstanding leadership qualities, diligence, service, loyalty, and commitment to the fire service. This recruit consistently demonstrated the knowledge, skills, most importantly, the determination necessary to perform the duties of a Cobb County firefighter in an exemplary manner. The recipient of the Most Outstanding Recruit Award for Class 62 is Jessica Roberts. Awkward silence as we all watch you walk across the front of the stage. Everybody, just please put your hands together one more time for all of our award recipients. Yeah. Now, Class 62 has a gift that they would like to present to their Recruit Academy instructors, Lieutenant John Harbin and Lieutenant Dan McGraw. Gentlemen, y'all come on up. stuff up.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
Sweet. I never get stuff. This is awesome. Thank you very much, Class 62. We greatly appreciate that. And now Chief Gross will come forward to issue some closing remarks.
Thank you to the families and distinguished guests for your part in the successful preparation of Recruit Class 62. Thank you to the training division and the countless adjunct instructors for creating an environment for success for these fine firefighters. Today is a momentous occasion as we gather to witness the graduation of this outstanding group of fire recruits from Class 62. It's a privilege to stand before you as a Deputy Chief representing the leadership team who has witnessed your transformation into skilled and resilient firefighters. This journey, as you well know, has demanded discipline, dedication, and steadfast commitment to excellence. You have not only met, but exceeded the rigorous standards set forth by our recruit program. Your achievements are a testament to your capability, teamwork, and unwavering determination. To the instructors, your role has been pivotal in shaping these recruits into competent professionals they have become. Your guidance, expertise, and passion for the fire service has left an indelible mark on this graduating class. Families and friends, your support has been the foundation upon which these recruits have built their success. Your encouragement, understanding, and sacrifice have not gone unnoticed, and we extend our deepest gratitude for standing by their side. As we send this class into the service of our community, let us be reminded that the fire service is a calling, a vocation that demands the highest level of dedication. The values instilled in each graduate, respect, integrity, commitment, and honor, will be the cornerstones of their career. In the words of Winston Churchill, we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. As firefighters, you now embark on a journey of service, of giving to others in their times of need. May you find fulfillment and purpose in the lives you touch and the communities you serve. Congratulations, graduates. The rank of firefighter is not merely a title, it's a responsibility to protect and serve. Carry it with pride, integrity, and a firm commitment to excellence. Thank you, and have a good day.